Hey, what's up, yummies? Today we are diving straight into the spiritual realm of baking on stove top. You just imagine the aroma of a freshly baked stovetop cake in your kitchen. Get ready with me for a treat. A very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash. Alright, let's first prepare the sand. In a pot, pour in some sand, cover and transfer onto the stove on a low heat before starting the cake process. In a mixing bowl, break 3 medium-sized eggs. Make sure all the eggs are at a room temperature before using them. Once you're done with the breaking of the eggs, whisk it for a minute. Now add in the granulated sugar and whisk together for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm using white sugar for this recipe, but you can as well use brown sugar if that is what you want. Add the oil to the whisk mixture and whisk for additional 2 to 3 minutes. As I said earlier on, I'll leave all the list and the measurements in the description so you can make yours this weekend for the family. Add in some evaporated milk and whisk together very well. So if you do not like evaporated milk or you don't have, you can use any type of milk for this recipe, be it almond milk or coconut milk. Once all the wet ingredients are in the mixing bowl, start adding in your sifted flour. I sifted my flour off camera before starting this video. So when you're making yours, try as much as possible to sift the flour before using it. Also, it is best to add the flour in bits to prevent excessive formation of lumps, which might result in overmixing of the cake batter. After mixing the first batch of the flour in, add in the second batch and then add in the baking powder. Add in a pinch of salt to enhance the taste of the cake and stir to mix very well. I love to use whisker in mixing it because it helps to blend in the ingredients very well and also helps incorporate air into the mixture. But you can use a spatula if that is what you have or that is what you prefer to use. At this point, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, and do not forget to share it out there. Thank you. And I forgot to mention earlier on, when it comes to the oil, try as much as possible not to use scented oil. Alright, scrape the sides of the pan in using a spatula. The last thing I love to add is some vanilla sugar. You can use vanilla essence or vanilla extract if that is what you want or that is what you have. Then using a spatula, fold the batter in beautifully, but try not to overmix the cake batter because it can lead to the development of gluten, which will result in a dense flat cake. And that is not what we want, right? So mix the batter just until the ingredients are combined to avoid this issue. Alright, our cake batter is already looking sumptuous and it tastes absolutely good. So definitely the end result is going to be super. Time to grease the baking pan. I'm using butter to grease the baking pan, but you can use oil or margarine to grease your baking pan. After that, I'm not going to be using baking sheet to spread inside, so I'm using flour to dust inside nicely. But then if you have the cake baking sheet, then it is best to spread it in after you are done greasing it. Now after dusting the baking pan, time to pour the cake batter into the baking pan. And look at that. Is that not looking beautiful? When pouring the cake batter into your cake pan, do not overfill it. Do not add too much of the cake batter in, else it can lead to overflow of the cake. Tap it on the surface for some time, probably like 20 times, and then it is time to cover it. Now, I made a mistake which I do not want you to make. I covered mine with aluminium foil before transferring it to the stove top. But do not make this mistake, okay? And I'm going to tell you the reason why I say do not make this mistake. At this point, the sun should be a little bit hot, okay? Not too hot. Gently put the cake pan in and then cover it with the pan lid. So once you start baking it, do not fall for that temptation to open the lid. No. Wait until the cake is almost done before checking. So after 1 hour, I checked the cake and it was totally done. I was amazed because frankly, that's the first time of baking on a stove top. So I bring it out from the pan and you can see the top, it was removing. That is the reason why I said do not repeat the mistake that I made by covering it with aluminium foil. However, it helped. Oh yes. Now let's check whether I did a good job or not. Alright, one thing I did not mention too is when you're baking on stove top and the pan, the lid of the pan has a hole in it, then it is best to use the aluminium foil method. On the other side, if it does not have any hole on it, then it is best to use the no aluminium method. But remember, do not open it until the cake is almost done. That is about 1 hour. And do not let your flame or your fire be too high. If not, the cake is going to get burned before it is done. So do not worry about that white thing. It is the heat. And this cake came out really nice. I hope you do try your hands on at home. As always, thank you so very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you around next time for another great recipe. Until then, always remember to do everything in love, and whenever you think food, do not forget to think yummy cash. Chew.